My name is James Bagwell, and I'm just really thrilled to have an opportunity to share with you some of our past events and also talk to you about the most recent season of the Collegiate Chorale. When Collegiate Chorale was formed in 1941 by Robert Shaw, he wrote the following on a brochure, and I think it's worth quoting. I believe that the choral art will become the great spiritual and artistic expression of American democracy, and it will be the achievement of average people who respect their fellow man, who know that they can say bigger things together than as individuals, and who love the song and the singing. And since our formation in 1941, the Collegiate Chorale has been an important cultural institution in the city of New York. We've worked with eminent conductors over the years. One of the most famous and influential for us was Arturo Toscanini, who, as you can see, a photograph of him conducting the chorale in the NBC Symphony Orchestra in a Verdi Requiem performance at Carnegie Hall in 1948. We performed at the United Nations in the 1950s, and in 1981, Mayor Ed Koch declared it Collegiate Chorale Day in honor of the chorale's 40 years of cultural service to the United States and to New York City. Later, under music director Bob Bass, we made our international debut at the Verviers Festival under Maestro James Levine. Our 70th anniversary season was one of the most exciting of the Collegiate Chorale, and we performed for almost 30,000 people this past year. We opened our season with Rossini's great opera Moïse et Pharaon, which was the first time that work had been heard in New York in many, many years. We had some great soloists, including James Morris, Marina Rebecca, Kyle Kettleson, Eric Cutler, and Angela Mead, along with the American Symphony Orchestra. In January, we performed Bruckner's Te Deum and Tippett's A Child of Our Time, with Nicole Cabell, Marietta Simpson, John Relier, and Russell Thomas, again working with the American Symphony Orchestra. In April, the Collegiate Chorale presented its very first production of a Gilbert and Sullivan operetta. We chose The Mikado because of its such incredible popularity and also because it may be one of their best pieces. We had a great cast, including Kelly O'Hara, Jason Daniely, Victoria Clark, and Christopher Fitzgerald. Conductor and director Ted Sperling joined us again, and we also featured the American Symphony Orchestra. It was just a great night. We closed our season in May with a concert that I called Contemporary Voices at St. Bartholomew's Church in New York City. One of the works included Copland's In the Beginning, which was actually premiered by the Collegiate Chorale in 1947. We also presented the New York premiere of Avner Dorman's Psalm 67, along with Poulenc's great setting of the Gloria text. We were joined by Christopher Cregan on the organ. In addition to the concerts that we presented ourselves, we were also very thrilled to be invited by other organizations. We did 5 concerts with the American Symphony Orchestra and 2 concerts featuring the music of Philip Glass, including the film Koyaanisqatsi, which was presented by the New York Philharmonic, and we also got to perform with the Philip Glass Ensemble in that concert. I was really privileged to conduct a work called Another Look at Harmony Part 4 with the Brooklyn Youth Chorus at the Tune-In Music Festival at the Park Avenue Armory in February. This season we continued to build on our vibrant education program. We had some 50 students from 8 high schools in our side-by-side program. We held 5 master classes led by some great clinicians, including one by Martina Arroyo. I went into some schools, and we had at least 18 or 19 schools and senior community centers attending our concerts. All in all, we're excited that we've reached over 1,000 students and young adults this year through our education program. Looking back at last summer and looking ahead to this July, we'll have made 2 very big and significant summer tours. Last summer, we marked our 5th appearance at the Verbier Festival, where we performed Purcell's Dido and Aeneas, Puccini's Tosca, and Mendelssohn's Elijah. And it was particularly exciting when Bryn Terfel took the role of Elijah in German at the very last minute, and he had performed Elijah with us several years ago. In July, we will be traveling to Israel and Salzburg with the Israel Philharmonic. This is our 2nd time to travel with them. The last appearance was in summer of 2008. We'll have a chorus of about 100 singers, including some 20 side-by-side students and alumni. The works that we'll be performing under Zubin Mehta include Bruckner's Te Deum and Bloch's Sacred Service. And we'll continue our tradition of great performances of the Verdi Requiem, but this time under the baton of Maestro Riccardo Muti. It's also interesting to note that this is the first appearance of an American chorus at the Salzburg Festival since 1989. It's been a real pleasure for me to talk to you about the highlights of our 70th anniversary season. and we really appreciate your continued interest and, of course, your attendance at our concerts. We have an exciting 71st season planned, and we can't wait to welcome you back to our concerts. Thank you again.